In the Western civilization, the idea of copying has gotten a bad name over the years. But in all honesty, in the Renaissance, in different art forms, in ballet, in art, copying was a means, what was part of the process.
Painter went to the Louvre Museum and copied the great paintings. That is the starting of studying arts, don't you think?
The Suzuki method is based on the mother tongue approach. Therefore, we teach children how to play. We teach them at the age of 2 and 3. We teach them the same way how we would teach a baby how to speak. You don't tell a baby, okay, listen, you have to press your lips together, then you breathe through your mouth, then you open your mouth, then you repeat this sequence, and that's your word mama. No, so we say mama, mama, we keep repeating it, or mommy, until the baby finally tries to somehow copy the sounds, and eventually it'll get it. And the whole upbringing of a child is based on this principle. We, as the parents, set an example and the children copy us. And we can't say, okay, listen, I do it like this, but obviously you have to behave differently. That's never going to work. And essentially, it's no later in life, if you as an adult even start a new hobby, say tennis. I've never played tennis in my life. If I have my first tennis lesson, I will obviously completely copy what the teacher is showing me. He may explain, he may use more words to explain things than we do when we teach children. But essentially, I will watch him very carefully and I will copy him. And only once you have reached a certain point of solid technique, you then can, you can develop your individuality. Since the children in the Suzuki method start very, very early, they're very young, as I said, 2 or 3 years old, it's the best way of teaching them. Until they get older, even at the age of 4 and 5, they're already fairly accomplished. They can already play the whole book one, some of them, and that's a big repertoire, and they start to develop their own individuality. In the traditional method, most children start much later. They start at the age of 9, 10 usually. So it's a different ball game, but again, they will actually only start copying you. There might be more explanations, there may be more explanations involved, but it's still the copying, and there's nothing wrong with it. Especially something physical. You watch and you observe and you copy, and that's how you learn.